here to give you all week 7 and 8 twin pregnancy update. And I guess what I can say is that the symptoms are very similar to weeks 5 and 6, only up a notch. It seems like with each week that turns over, the symptoms get stronger. And the biggest symptoms are still queasiness and nausea pretty much all day and all night, and exhaustion. So the two combined are really taking their toll on me. I've been trying really hard to keep eating small snacks throughout the day and to combine carbs and protein in each snack. So I was reading in my multiples what to expect book that's actually a good way to feed the machine and keep the queasiness at bay. Well, it does. It's pretty consistently there, and if I do let it go too long, then I start to feel really nauseous and dizzy and just really unwell. I have yet to toss my cookies, so knock on wood, I hope it stays that way. I've had a few close calls. I find that I don't do well in crowded, noisy places that are not well ventilated. Like just today on my lunch break, I thought I'd try getting some like rice and beans at Chipotle. Nothing major, just the rice and beans, please. But it was a god-awful long line, and people were just very loud in line. The restaurant was loud, it had music playing, it was hot. It took everything in me not to just, completely lose it and just hurl all over everyone. But I made it through. What's been helping me is to close my eyes and to focus on my breathing and to do this visualization of myself walking along the beach. My feet are in the cool water and there's a cool breeze blowing around my face, because I do find that cool fresh air is really helpful when I'm feeling nauseous. So I've tried to get out when the weather's good on my lunch break and just take a quick walk around and just breathe and move, and I think that that's also helping. Sleep has also been restless. It continues to include a lot of insomnia towards the morning, and I haven't had to get up every single night, but there are still occasions when I have to get up and have a snack in the middle of the night, and those are the worst nights because, I've been tossing and turning, and then the nausea gets me out of bed, and then I go back after eating, and I just kind of lay there and toss and turn some more. And then, right before my alarm goes off, I crash. And so when that alarm goes off, I feel so completely exhausted. And that's been really tough. I find that my exhaustion will increase my nausea. So the two are really connected. Yesterday, I was so exhausted because last weekend we had a lot of family events, a lot of relatives in from out of town and even out of the country. And I was completely exhausted on Monday. I just overexerted myself, stayed up too late every night, and I had to go home early on Monday afternoon because I just felt so bad. The fatigue mixed with the nausea was just intolerable, and I had to go home, and I just laid down, and I instantly felt better when I laid down. So that's something that I'm working through, and each day, is a new day to try to just find tactics of getting through the day, I guess. I remember in week 7, even drinking water made me queasy. The taste of water was terrible to me. I've had this sour taste, really intense sour taste after everything that I eat, and water was giving me that problem as well. So that was really hard. I was definitely dehydrated, and to get rid of that taste in my mouth, I would just have to use a lot of mouthwash during the day. So that's been helping. On a much lighter and brighter note, last weekend we had a memorial service for my grandfather who passed in March, and of course that's not bright news, but I mean he did live to the ripe old age of 101. He almost was 102. He was 1 month away from 102 years old. And so his memorial service was more of a celebration of his life and his legacy. And a lot of distant relatives and friends, were in from out of town. My siblings, who both lived far away, were in from out of town and from abroad. And I decided to take the opportunity to tell everybody because of the way I've been feeling, and it's just been, I think, getting harder to disguise. I had a pretty close call the weekend prior to that when Adam and I went to see a play with my dad and my stepmom, and we went to dinner beforehand, and I was having one of those times where I just wasn't feeling well. Nothing was going to appeal to me. They had suggested an Indian restaurant, and I had to say, well, I've been having some tummy trouble, so let's do something more plain. So we went to this vegetarian restaurant, and I ordered a vegan Caesar salad and sweet potato fries. And those were the things that appealed to me, and I enjoyed them. And after I gave the news, Susan's like, I knew it. Susan's my stepmom. She's like, I knew it. No one who has tummy troubles would order a, greasy salad with Parmesan cheese and heavy dressing and greasy fries for dinner. So that was a clue. And then also you went to the bathroom like 1,000 times that evening. So that made me laugh. But anyway, I bought my father a Father's Day gift. It was a gift I bought on Etsy. It's basically like one of those sweet tea mugs, clear glass mugs, and it had laser printing on it that said "promoted to Grandpa!" exclamation point. And it was perfect for my dad because they already have a bunch of those mason jar mugs, and I thought that would be also a practical gift that he could use. So I wrapped it up and I brought it over on Saturday, and when a bunch of my family was gathered around, I just told my dad I wanted to give him his Father's Day gift a little early for reasons I would explain after he opened the gift. And so he opened the gift, and his face lit up like a ton of stars. He was over the moon happy, and just, oh my gosh. And it was so great to see him so extremely happy. These will be his first grandchildren, and he's been waiting a very long time for us to give him grandkids, me, my brother, my sister. So it's really big news. And I waited for that to kind of settle in, and then I said, and there's a little bit more to tell, something else you may want to know. We're having twins. And when I said that, oh, he lost it. He just lost it. He was so overjoyed and so excited. Everybody was just shouting and congratulating us and just so amazed. And so much joy in the room, and it felt so good to tell them. And I just explained to them the reason I was telling them before Father's Day was because I was feeling so crappy, and I thought that they would probably start to suspect something, so I wanted to have a chance to announce it. So that was really great, and so throughout that day and Sunday, I was able to tell most of the rest of my family and family friends. There's only a few random cousins that I couldn't um, tell that day, so that'll probably be on Father's Day. So those were definitely the highlights of the last 2 weeks, was announcing it. And we're making a virtual announcement for Adam's family because they live in Dallas. So we took pictures, and we're going to create one of those cards. It's basically the announcement where you line up a bunch of shoes. So we took our pairs of cowboy boots that we bought in Dallas. So we have Adam's and then mine, and then we purchased little baby cowboy boots that are so freaking cute. And so 2 pairs, of course, and we lined those up next to ours. And Adam took some pictures, and we're going to just put at the bottom, our family is growing by 4 feet, and then, the due date. And I think that'll be a really fun, creative way to share the news with everybody on his side. And we hope to get that out on Father's Day. So this is getting to be a very long video, and I guess I'll just say that tomorrow is my first prenatal appointment, and I'll have an ultrasound. I'm very excited to see what's going on, how they're developing in there, and to meet my doctor. So I'll do that in a separate video and let you know how all of that went. Thank you for staying with me during this longer update, and I wish you all the best in your journeys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!